Well, welcome to Saturday. Here we go. Joke for the day. Did you hear about, or do you know what the warden did when the barber escaped from prison? He combed the area. Oh my God. Anyway, okay, today is Joe and Barb Lyons' 50th wedding anniversary. What a blessing. How Barb could be married to Joe for 50 years is beyond me, but that's not for me to worry about. Today also is Jeanette Kemp and Nate McSparron's wedding at 4 o'clock. Hold them up in prayer. At almost the same time as the wedding, Zach and Skylar Huffman are having a graduation party in Popejoy. Lift them up in prayer along with all of our graduates. Tomorrow at 10:30, we're going to gather those that want to at in the backyard of the Alden Church. Bring a lawn chair, maybe a cup of coffee, and we're going to social distance and talk and have a very short worship service, I would guess. It's also Father's Day, so we can celebrate that. And with that, let us tackle our 10th commandment, the one that God wraps all the commandments up with, and that is, you shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his manservant, or his maidservant, or his ox, or his ass, or anything that is your neighbor's. You shall not be jealous of other people's belongings or life situation or social status. I want to make a little subtlety here. There's 10 commandments. 9 of them talk about actions. You shall honor your father and mother. You shall not steal. You shall not kill. All those are actions that you do or you don't do. Being jealous of something or coveting something, that's all about a thought process, not necessarily an action. In fact, it's more insidious in some ways than action commandments, because it's hard to sit in a chair and look out and see somebody else's stuff and not say to yourself, boy, I'd like to have that. I'd like to have that. I'd like to be that. I'd like to live in that house. I'd like to be married to that person. It's hard to not vision ourselves in other people's situations. And God knows that that causes discomfort. It produces disease. It cuts us off from other people. It makes other people and other items into a cause to be won, or objectifies people. It's tough. And when you live in a culture, and we in America live in a culture where Wall Street or Madison, where the admin have figured out that if they just keep pushing our buttons and putting stuff in front of us, that we're going to want all the time. Gimme, 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 gimme. And the truth is that it is really hard to be told just once or twice, be satisfied with what you have. Don't be jealous of other people's stuff. It's hard to hold on to that. In fact, it is so hard to hold on to that many people have just given it up. That's why greed is so rampant in our country, because people have just assumed that if they just have enough money, more power to borrow, more, and more. And what happens is we're not any happier. We're not happier at all. In fact, we're less happy. I don't know if this makes sense, but I want to tell you that the Lord wants you and I to be satisfied in our life. And the person who's truly the happiest is the person who's satisfied with what he or she has, or does not have. I'm not sure how to say it any simpler than that. Be good to yourself. Be kind to others. Don't put stress in situations where they don't need to be. Thank you for listening to this. Let's be at prayer. Almighty God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the fact that we are being reminded again by Thee to be satisfied with what we have and to not overreach and worry and plan and stew. We ask these things in your name and in the Spirit's grace and in the power of Jesus' life to change us. Amen. May the face of God shine upon you and I every day, now and forever.